Clarity changes everything. What do you keep saying yes to that quietly exhausts you? Sometimes people don't struggle with boundaries, they struggle with disappointing others. I'm Coach B, tapping in. Clarity changes everything. Have you ever agreed to do something while internally hoping the other person would change their mind? Put a one in the comments if you can identify or relate. A lot of people say yes, not because they want to, but because they fear conflict. They fear rejection. They fear guilt. They fear seeming selfish. They don't want to look like they're being selfish. Every unnecessary yes costs you something. It costs you energy, time, emotional clarity, peace, and sometimes self respect. I don't know about you, but when I say yes and I feel like saying no, I lose a little bit of self respect because I'm not being true to myself. And again, if you can identify or relate, put a one in the chat. The dangerous part is this: when you repeatedly ignore what you truly feel, you slowly disconnect from yourself. Why is that? Because you're doing so much for others, you're not doing for yourself. So there's a disconnection. And over time, people begin trusting your yes more than trusting your own no. So, in other words, people trust your yes. You're going to show up, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. However, you don't trust your own no. I said no. No needs no explanation. Yes doesn't need an explanation. However, if I'm saying yes when I need to say no, then I'm doing what? I'm dishonoring myself. I'm not being true to myself. And then I don't trust myself. Saying saying no doesn't make you mean. It doesn't make you selfish. And it doesn't make you difficult. When you say no to people, some people accept it, some people have a reaction to it. And then they want to mislabel you as being mean, selfish, difficult, you don't care. Because they lack acceptance with your answer. And because they lack acceptance with your answer, that means normally there's going to be some kind of fallout, there's going to be some kind of conflict, there's going to be some kind of difficulty. And this is the reason why we say yes, because we're trying to avoid those type of things. Are you following me? Great. And it doesn't make, excuse me, and sometimes saying no is finally being honest. What would happen if you say no, you meant no, and kept your no? You would be being honest to other people and being honest to yourself. If you keep saying yes when you really want to say no, don't just ask, why do people expect so much from me? Why do they expect so much from you? Because you keep saying yes. That's the obvious answer. But also ask, why do I keep abandoning what I already know I need. So many times, if there's a no in the equation, there's something that you need that you're putting on the back burner to say yes to someone else. Think about that. If today's message spoke to you, stay connected. Remember, remember this. Clarity changes everything. Like, subscribe, and share with a leader who's ready to own what's next. I'm Coach B, the CEO, co-creator of Extraordinary Outcomes. Clarity, counterbalance, and freedom. This is how you own what's next. I'll see you next week.